Hi guys, welcome to my Son de Fromp. Today's mukbang, I have leftover. I have a Haitian spaghetti, a tortilla, I have a broccoli floret and some mixed veggies, and I have some remoulade sauce I had made earlier. And for a drink, I have a splash. I think it's mandarin orange. So, let's see. So my birthday is on Thursday, I believe, and I had wrote something, and as you can see, this was my, like, just stuff that I wanted to, just kind of like talk about, for the week, I guess, like just kind of have like a mindset of where, this week is headed, and kind of stand on that, because you need to be, sometimes you need to be, solid. You need to be rock solid, inside, just kind of just be, you don't need to be extra anything. You can just be yourself, and that's enough, and if you look back at your past years, when your birthday approaches, I feel like every year I get like this. You should know from experience that you will go on and move on, and even if things are rough and they're hard, as long as you stay sturdy as a rock, you will, these things will pass, and you will go on and move forth with better things, improving your life, and empowering you in your future. So Monday news, I have so I know last week we were talking a lot about women in the RP spaces. We have a space where we talk about men's issues, and I like to keep it a clean space. The manosphere is always was a safe space for men to talk about anything. It's a place where we don't hate, we don't have racial or biased oriented hate at all. So that's one thing I wanted to emphasize, but also I wanted to talk about it because like, it's one thing to be a part of the narrative, and it's another thing to to have some actual perspective. Second day reheated. This is really good. If you guys haven't seen my espacate video, check it out. It was just the most recent episode of my cooking show. It teaches you how to make this dish. Woo! Little spicy, but this weekend, I was thinking, wow, I kind of had a little rough patch last week. I gotta say, it was like smooth. That obviously didn't come up. I have my reasons, but also, it was kind of like water on a duck's back, because, my birthday comes, and it's only once a year. You know what I mean? You have to keep faith. You have to keep the faith in going forward. And she will land on both feet, And I feel like your birthday marks the date of your birth, kind of honoring you a little bit, celebrating, you know, your importance in the world. You know, you don't have to be famous to have a birthday, and that's what makes it so special, you know. So that said, I was hopeful this weekend would be popping and kick off my birthday week. So this is what like I came up with from the whole situation, talking about women in the sphere. RP, Red Pill Mainstream, you will see females, panelists, guests, or Red Pill theme yapping, where OnlyFans pick me virtue signals. They are just soliciting their services and pocketing the bag male and female sims give to tip them and fund more degenerate content without a paywall. It's a societal oversight failure, not new. So like I see it as a problem because it's like a gateway drug, as you know, marijuana is considered, like, you know, to porn, pornography, them exposing their breasts and talking over hypersexually and kind of driving the narrative that they're available for solicited purposes, and in fact, you know, their sole reason for live streaming or doing any events on the internet and engaging with audiences is for the purposes of funneling these, you know, it's like a phishing scheme, like where you funnel a crowd to another website, which is kind of immoral, you know, like it's unethical. It's not like a big huge deal, but like when you get like what I'm saying, there's a paywall behind their stuff. So yeah, one platform is kind of, you know, it's like that whole Rumble grift where one person gets demonetized on YouTube and then they go to Rumble and then they get paid on Rumble and they're, you know, what you call juggling this. So like, yeah, they funnel one platform, you know, the money into the engagement into another website, and that's not, you know, that's not right. You know, these people work hard on their software and their applications, and I think it should be respected that each platform be recognized for its, you know, its content, its use of uploading content, and, you know, service for monetizations, all those things, you know, even especially advertisement of pornographic material. That's not right, you know. And they kind of you know, make themselves relatable and gaslight, and that's not, you know, that's unethical, like I said, you know, because they're kind of fooling you into believing that they're just an average person, they're just a normie off the street, that you know, you just a regular person that you see, and it's not so. They're actually you know, spicy content creators. So Beyonce, speaking of grifting, Beyonce grifting party at Super Bowl was very Sasha Fierce, predictable and disingenuous. Her second part of her acts is also going to be forced and awk. Country to her audience doesn't sell. And that said, guys, watch all my videos. I do hope she makes a new song with Lady Gaga. Post-wall or scam artist, it still beats fumbling with the radio, you know, channels in traffic. Halftime show is very low budget and a sure dry hump to Alicia Keys. Little John and Luda aging like fine wine. The latter in this combo are dead weight. So Super Bowl went into overtime. That was the best part of the game. Y'all must have been sleeping. And you know, I did watch Super Bowl a little bit. You know, I turned on the TV and I was all excited. You know, everybody was rallying and I was like, oh, and we're gonna see the singers and all that. And then I remembered who was singing, and then I was like, oh, I hope they sing one of those hits. I'm sorry, that was a long time ago. I don't even remember the name. I think there was one that everybody used to sing it, but I don't know. I think his era was like over and done real fast. Kind of like Destiny Child. But I mean, there's so many much better artists, but like, you know, not everybody gets to perform at the Super Bowl. Some people watch the Super Bowl just for the anthem. I think that's so interesting. I mean, with the anthem, I think they always have like a powerful vocalist to sing. You know, but it's kind of like when you get a power voice, it's like it's never hit or miss. You know, it's not like, you know, you nailed it, or you know, you could possibly blow it, because that song is like, what, hundreds of years old. It's a treasured song, you know. It's, you know, it's a known popular song, so it's like singing happy birthday basically, but with patriot pride. If somebody invites you to sing national anthem, probably don't say no, because nobody will talk bad about you no matter what you do. But the halftime act, you know, I think it was all over the internet. I was like, oh well, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching anything, so I'm here on the internet fumbling around. And I'm just like, wow, you know, there's like other artists on stage. And this morning, everybody, of course, was talking about either Taylor or Alicia, you know. Isn't that sweet? Like, the whole, you know, happy ending at the Super Bowl. But that is another couple that was affected by the Super Bowl in a less respectable, dignified way. So Valentine's is coming up, Alicia, does HVM already have everything? Any tips? And what to give? Maybe a gift from the heart. Does anybody else rekindle through clothing? Doesn't count with sequence. Designer neither. The original TV family that I was speaking of do deserve each other. Open relationship, rumors, whole truth. You know how I love rumors, so I roll. Although, in my opinion, it's a cuckold. No updates on more serious matter. No updates on the KC3 Chiefs fan stats. And as I said before, all those tests and stuff were run, and it takes a certain amount of time. March is the typical time results taken. So there are anonymous tip lines, or you just request to remain. So if you know anything or have any information relevant to the case, it's always nice to shed new light on a case, because they could have missed something. And if you have that one little clue, one little piece, that one little missing part, it could just tie things together and get the ball moving, because these people want closure. They want the memorial of their beloved, and of course put the bad guys away. Speaking of which, a crazy lady walked into a mega church Sunday wearing a dark trench coat. Armed, she stood beside a male and a child who had entered the building with her. As she fired at the worshippers, the male and child dove for cover and have sustained life-threatening injuries, getting hit in her crossfire. The police arrived shortly after. An off-duty cop took her down, ending the attack and her life. Today, her home in Conroe was searched. She was, at the time of the shooting, armed with a rifle and a fake explosive, fake explosives. The church is owned by Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, if you remember, he's kind of known for his philanthropy and a known pastor. So it is located in Houston, named Lakewood Church, and is broadcasted to audience as well as attended by thousands of believers, followers, and parishioners of Joel Osteen for years. If you can remember Harvey, where he gave shelter to those affected. That was like a big deal, because he had the support of the government at the time, and they kind of wanted him to open the doors solely for that. So that was a really big challenge, I believe, for the church. But Houston strong. My birthday week has me shook, but it's life. Never predictable. Gather yourself, learn, grow. Grow strong. Keep going. Don't dwell. Be productive. Don't gloat. Be proactive. Don't be an NPC. Make your life exactly what you want it to be. So that said, it's just some motivational things that I want to say before I talk about the next subject. Israel, IDF raided Rafah Saturday, move UN force seen as in contempt with court instruction. Many who raised concern with the Gaza situation felt silenced before, during, and after the evacuations. started, and protesters now, being in, the public eye, are sparse and few as well. The raid, still hard to digest. And I would like to now talk about the stats, the statistics in this Gaza conflict regarding Palestine and Israel and now several other countries. With Biden, supporting right now, trying to, through Israel. So 10,000 casualties, 10,000 lives claimed in Gaza alone, 5,000 POWs as well in Gaza. So I hope you guys think about that. I hope you learned something from anything I ever say, but those are up to date as far as today is concerned. But I believe I did have some other things that I had written down, and I kind of want to get to those. My birthday approaches. I still feel 42. I still think in 42 experienced years. When I complete 43, I think I will be wiser. I feel like a saint in an ageist world. I need to be more mature. I need to mature. I crave the validation. I demand the insight. I want it. My inner child desires attention. My brain wants the adventures. My soul, body, and spirit have to get all the credit for the enduring work I did to get here. I need more. I need somebody to tell me there's abundance. Card me. So, hope you like my little, whatever writings that I have. Just something, to get me back into it, because you want to end the week with a different, with a different spirit. You don't want it a dark cloud hanging over your head. How they say, the rain has to end sometime. And of course, you want to start the new week on a positive note. So that was my way of doing that. So, see you guys again soon. Be sure to check in with me for another video, and like I said before, watch all my videos. See you guys soon on my song Different. Bye bye.